Into the city board meeting, begin all our meetings with prayer and pledge, and when we have opportunity, we ask some of the mayor's youth council to attend and pray for us, lead you in the pledge. So, would sir introduce yourself and the microphone work?
Okay, it is working. That's great. So my name's Alex. I'm, as he part of Mayor's Youth Council. I'm really bad with my words apparently today. I'm at 12th grade. I go to Brandon High School, and I'm here to say the pledge for you. So if everybody bow your heads, I guess. Dear God, please let this meeting go smoothly. It's all a blessing to be here. Amen. I never rehearse these things.
Hi, my name's Sophie Warren. Let me move this down a little bit. I'm in 11th grade at Brandon High School, and I'm also Mayor's Youth Council. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Miss Angela has the sound on the microphone, live stream. Okay. Remind everybody that we are on live stream, and as we have opportunity, please try to remember to use the microphones. Several announcements to make. First, I'd like to open it up to anyone in the public that would like to make public comment before the board. Is anyone here this evening that would like to speak? All right. Audience and board, if you would, to begin with, we need to extend a happy moment. I believe this is your city clerk, Angela Bean's wedding anniversary. Is that correct? Is it 35 years? I think that's deserving of a round of applause. Well, yes, it is to Barry, so I've heard. Yes, that's right. Barry Bean, who was one of our Rankin County constables. Congratulations, Miss Angela. A few other tidbits to come on here now, reminding everyone that we do have an important election tomorrow. Polls will be open from 7 to 7. Would encourage anybody and everybody, please go vote. Board, to give you a couple of updates, the Magical Lights show that will begin November 18th and run through New Year's Eve has already sold 3,280 tickets. Spoke to Mr. Eric Cole today. We, oddly enough, are leading places like Buffalo, New York, Daytona Beach down there, and I want to remind everybody, including the board, even though you're selling 3,000 in advance, that was a Santa saver. That's, if you just factored in 4 people to a car, that's 12,000 people coming through that already. So that's very encouraged by that. He's going to try to be here the night we open on November the 18th. Another thing, your city hall is a very busy place. There's an event going on the other end supporting Michael Guest and his kickoff, trying to encourage people to go vote this evening. Thursday of this week, we have the Committee of 100, which is a Rankin County group. They have tables reserved in here. I think that is set for 11 o'clock. On Friday, we have Veterans Day. There are 35 tables sold, so that's over 300 people that are going to be here for a Veterans Day program on Friday. Would encourage you, if you'd like to attend. I think those tickets are $5 a piece, very inexpensive, but to do that, Mr. Baker.
Mr. Mayor, one more time on the Committee of 100, in case we didn't get it. That's tomorrow at lunch?
Thursday at lunch. Yeah, we'll reset tomorrow is election day. So, and I know that sounds, this is a double precinct voting location, so the parking lot as you see it tonight will be like that most of all the day tomorrow. So these are the things of how we use this public space. The couple other things to catch up on December 1st, I believe the Brandon Business Association wants to begin an annual lighting of the tree in downtown Brandon. Don't have any more details on that yet. December 2nd, which is Friday, the first Friday in December, we will have our annual Christmas parade. The high school playoffs have been announced, and the 6A title game, if Brandon should be fortunate enough to reach that game, will be on Saturday, December the 3rd. So we're entering our holiday season and a lot going on, and we're very appreciative of all the many blessings that God has placed on us. And, I think I'm one of the ones that believes that when you accept the blessing that it takes more than just a saying, I've got it and I'm good to go. We need to do something with it, and that's to share it with other people. So, got all that said, board, have you got any questions, anything going on? All right, I see Mr. Williams down here has something new that the rest of the board doesn't have. Guinea pig, oh, no. You got any comment about whether you're going to like that or not? We're going to iPads to eliminate, after more than a few years of things like this that we all have to maintain, and the clerk has done, Miss Angela Bean's done a wonderful job of getting those iPads for us, and Harry's kind enough to be experimenting with it this evening. We hope to have the rest of the board paperless by the next board meeting. We need to have a work session that has somewhat of a training element to it. I don't know if we'll do it. One of the next two board meetings, we'll have a training session on that and try to get everybody lined out on it, okay? All right. Let that go. So we've got a full agenda. I've got some public works things that we need to discuss when we get to it. I have one read-in, and we have one new hire that we want to read in this evening as well on the agenda. We'll take care of those when we get to them. One is in the police department, and the other is accepting easements from MPNL and Energy. So one of those is a public works, and the other is a public safety issue, and we'll take care of those as we navigate through the agenda. All right. Now, need a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes of October 17, 2022. Motion by Ms. Sharon Womack, second by Mr. Jared Crane. Any comment on those corrections? All in favor say aye. And I do this very frequently. We're missing one board member tonight. That's Alderman Chris Benson, Ward 2. Please keep him in your prayers. Nothing's wrong. He just couldn't attend this evening. So hopefully he's watching us on live stream. All right, under the mayor, take these four items together. Request permission to submit an AmeriCorps service project application, authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute all related documents. Again, last year was so successful working on those prayers. It's kind of on the trails out there that we have. When we have free labor, that's how we get a lot of things done out there. So those young men and women, eight of them did a wonderful job for us last year, and hopefully we can continue that. Item 2, request permission to travel to Biloxi, Mississippi to attend a 2023 Mississippi Municipal League Conference on June 25th through the 28th. Item 3, request permission to travel to Jackson, Mississippi to attend a 2023 Mississippi Municipal League Midwinter Conference on January 10th through the 12th. And item 4, consideration to approve submission of a support and commitment letter regarding the MDOT SMART Grant Program application. Now that's a lot of words there, board and audience. Basically, we're supporting MDOT and their ability. There is a federal grant that MDOT can get to try to synchronize all of the signalization from Brandon all the way to the other side of Jackson on US Highway 80. So that's what that's about. So nothing that we've got to fill out. We're just supporting MDOT on that, and I need board approval to do so. So we would request a motion to approve those four items. Motion by Mr. Jared Crane, second by Ms. Sharon Womack. Any comment or question on those? All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. All right, Ms. Bean, floor is yours.
May I take all of these items together?
Yes, you have 7 items, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
First item is request permission to purchase one Exmark 60-inch mower from Fredericks in the amount of $12,012. Second item is consideration to approve the proposed 2023 holiday schedule. Number 3, consideration to accept the full and final proof of loss agreement and final payment in the amount of $73,021.33 due to an adverse weather insured occurrence at the Brandon Amphitheater, and authorize the mayor to execute the same. Number 4, request permission for Amy Davis and myself to attend the Clerks and Collectors IIMC Region 4 Conference in Flowood, December 14 through 16. Number 5, consideration to accept the CPI adjustment for the 16th section land lease for parcel 16-5-3 and authorize payment of the annual lease in the amount of $4,977.28. Number 6, consideration to continue employee health insurance coverage with agent of record Hub International, and spec excess coverage with HCC for calendar year 2023, and authorize the city clerk to execute all related documents. Number 7, consideration to approve the docket of claims for November 4 and 7, electronic transfers for October 2022, and the Fox Everett claims released on October 20th.
Oh, here, I got it right here. All right, one moment. Mr. Baker says he's missing something. Harry, how did all that scroll through on, okay? What are you missing, Mark?
I'm missing number 6 on my agenda, but I'll catch up.
No, let's don't get too far away. Let's get it right now.
That's the continuation of the health insurance.
Correct.
I'm calling this right here.
All right, so we've got 7 items from the city clerk. Is there a motion to approve those 7 items? Motion, Mr. Jerry Crane, second by Mr. Lou Coker. Any questions, comments on those? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you, board. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Angela. All right, for those of you who are newcomers, we see a long line of public works issues, and we're going to break those in a couple of places, and I've got at least one read-in in there that we'll need to get to. So where's the Cooksey, what item is it?
Mr. Mayor,
All right, so we're going,
I'm ready for that when we get to it.
I'm going to call that 9A on my agenda.
Okay.
All right, Charles, where would you like to break it?
Well, we have 18, so we could do
That's
3
a lot.
sets of 6.
Let's do 3 sets of 6, so we don't get, in case we have questions or, that's fine.
Mayor, I also
One
have a project update I'd like to do after we get through the agenda.
All right. So board, rather than Charles and I sit here going back and forth, I asked him to come up with a project update. We've got about 9 projects going on. I think one we're fixing to put to bed, but if you would, go ahead, you can talk while Mr. Baker's catching up. Go ahead and give us an update in the audience on these projects related to College Street,
Okay.
signals, and that type thing.
Our asphalt project is complete. They're doing punch list work, a little bit of rework, but the project went well, and that project is complete. College Street is scheduled to be complete on December 9th. They should be finishing up the water line work on November 18th. The rest of the work remaining is the hardscape work for that project, but it is scheduled to be complete on December 9th. Highway 80 East Gate signals. The contractor that is coming to drill the holes through the rock should be here next week. If all goes well with that, that project should be striped and complete and working as it should no later than December 16th. Highway 18, we are waiting on the electronics for the cabinets. That project is essentially done. We do not have all the electronics we need. Once those are here, there will be a burn-in period for that, and they'll start opening that up. That is also scheduled to be complete no later than December 16th. The Highway 80 Trail project, they have finished both of the structural aspects to the bridge. They should start backfilling that tomorrow and working on the remainder of the work to get ready to do the asphalt trail. We are hopeful that that asphalt trail is going to be in before Thanksgiving, which should put them in line to finish that project up first part of January. Dining Street is essentially finished. They do have some punch list work. They've got a little bit of sidewalk to redo, which they were working on today. We expect that project to be cleaned up and finished by November 18. The project did go well, and we're really proud of that one. A couple of our smaller ones, Cross Creek drainage project is complete. Cornerstone drainage project is complete, and the Grandeur drainage project is also complete. 2 more of our projects that are going on in town that are not funded directly through the city. One of those is an MDOT project that Superior is doing. That's the work that's been done on Highway 80 with the asphalt. They are currently working on the section of 468 that is between Highway 18 and College Street. When they finish that, they'll move back up and start work on College Street again. They are hoping to be finished with all the asphalt work in Brandon before Christmas. So hopefully the weather will continue to be kind for us, and they'll move at a good pace. East Metro is moving along. They're still scheduled to be complete with East Metro May of 2023. Travel is better right now. They have moved the traffic to the inside lanes, and we are riding on new asphalt, but there's still a lot of work to do on that. But they are still saying they're going to be sweeping up and getting through in May of 2023. So.
Thank you, Charles. Board, one comment on that, since we've got folks coming to Mississippi from Idaho, because we couldn't find anybody between here and there to drill holes through rock. It occurred to me, and I asked Charles to go out there. We've been wanting to put a nice gate up at the trails, and we're going to explore them drilling 2 more holes out there so we can install a gate out there as well, a permanent gate.
Yes.
So, I don't know what that would cost when they get here. We'll find out and go from there. But there's nobody from here to Idaho that can drill through rock, evidently.
That's right.
That would come here. And I've got more comments to make, but I'll reserve those until you get through number 6. And I'll give the board an update, Mark, after we vote on all of these through 6. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Item 1 is consideration to approve Hempfield Construction Company pay request number 1, final, in the amount of $49,616 and authorize payment of the same with regard to the Grandeur Storm Drain Improvement Project. Item 2 is consideration to approve the final summary change order with Hempfield Construction Company increasing the cost $1,600 and pay request number 1 in the amount of $20,905 and authorize payment and execution of the same with regard to the Municipal Drive Storm Drain Repair Project. Item 3 is consideration to approve pay request number 1 in the amount of $27,603.20 and pay request number 2 final in the amount of $6,527.80 for Hempfield Construction Company with regard to the Cross Creek Cove Storm Drain Repair Project and authorize payment of the same. Item 4 is consideration to approve pay request number 4 in the amount of $226,756.42 with regard to the Highway 18 at Lewis Wilson Signal and Intersection Improvement Project and authorize payment of the same. Item 5 is consideration to approve the final summary change order with Hempfield Construction Company, reducing the contract cost $4,396. Pay request number 2 in the amount of $45,281.27, and pay request number 3 final in the amount of $20,287.46 and authorize payment and execution of the same with regard to the Cornerstone Storm Drain Repair Project. Item 6 is consideration to approve the Hempfield Construction Company pay request number 5 in the amount of $197,923.54 with regard to the College Street Waterline Improvements Project and authorize payment of the same.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Mr. Baker, do you have everything you need on those?
Well, I think I do. I noted in the memo, Charles, that you had a reason for the increase in the change order. Do you also note in the memo, because I didn't get it, I'm sure it's in here, I didn't see it, for the decrease in the change order, so I can put that in as well?
It's quantities.
Okay.
There were some decrease in the quantities associated with the bid.
All right, that's all I got there.
Okay. Board, do you have any questions on those 6 items? All right, I'd like to vote on those, and I'll give you an update on some ARPA funding. So is there a motion to approve items 1 through 6? Who are you? I don't know. Where did you come from down there on the end? Thank you, Dave. Is there a second? All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you. Okay, board, I gave you a little handout to begin with. I want to give you an ARPA update. So I gave you an email that I received on Friday. I highlighted a little bit, Harry. Oh, you got it in front of you, okay. And you'll see the ARPA projects that the state of Mississippi awarded. These were water, wastewater, and stormwater. This was all over the state. This was round one. And Brandon was awarded, we made application for the College Street water line project, and I wanted to give you an update as to the dollars remaining that we have. We actually made application with your approval for two projects. We did this one and the Grants Ferry Sewer Project as a second project. It was not funded. There were many cities that did not get any funding. So through my conversation with a few mayors, Flowood didn't get any, Madison didn't get any, Richland didn't get any, Pearl applied for 3 and had 2 approved. We applied for 2 and had 1 approved. And it was kind of that way all over the state. So I'm not quite sure what that entails, but there will be another application time beginning December 1 that we will resubmit that, and we have 2 or 3 others that we will bring to you in the next board meeting of projects that are much smaller, but same need on that. So I wanted to let you know what the dollars were. So audience and board, we received, our ARPA funding was $5,971,333. The College Street project was $2,581,695 without any change orders, which we have not received any to date. It's moving along well. They would probably be through with that water line project in the next week or 10 days with good weather. Continue with the.
Yes, the portion of the water will be finished
That's right.
by the 18th. The project as a whole should be finished by the 9th of December.
Of the sidewalk improvements
Yes.
there. So getting half of that back would mean we get back into our coffers, if you will, $1,290,847, which means we have $4,680,485 remaining of ARPA monies that we can use to do other projects with. Our estimate on the Grants Ferry project is $3,241,380. So we got permission from you to bid that project in April. We decided to wait on bidding it till we see how the funding came out with the first project, meaning the College Street water line project. We will get half of that back. We've been awarded that. So we would like to, you already given us permission, so we're not, unless you want to change it, we'd like to go ahead and advertise that project and have bids in hand, get that project shovel ready. As a continuation of that, I have the easements that we were waiting on from Mississippi Power and Light or Energy. Do you need those copies as original?
No, Mr. Mayor, we're gonna file these once the board approves them.
Right. So we're adding this as 9A to accept these easements. These are the last easements for that water line project, and we'll have all the easements that go from Highway 80 all the way up there. That will be satisfied. Ms. Bean, I'll put these up here for you to pick up right here. So, Board, I would like to add that as 9A, if you would, to accept those sewer easements from MP&L. That's off of Trickham Bridge Road, and we'll get that project bid, and the goal will be to have bids in hand once the end part of December, when we make application for the second one. Then we'll know exactly what the project will cost, and we'd like to move forward with that. So I'm adding acceptance of these easements as 9A on the agenda. Mr. Baker?
I'm ready, Mr. Mayor, whenever they run through it, when we get to 9, we're gonna add that as part of 9, we'll call it A. I'll throw it in there, and then we'll go to 10, 11, 12. Is that okay?
That sounds good. All right. Everybody clear? All right. Mr. Smith, continue on.
Item 7 is consideration to approve the AJ Construction Incorporated pay request number 2 in the amount of $1,768,865.92 with regard to the 2022 asphalt resurfacing project and authorized payment of the same. Item 8 is consideration to approve the Clear River Construction Company pay request number 7 in the amount of $77,537.46, and pay request number 8 in the amount of $93,957.52 with regard to the Highway 80 multi-use and sidewalk improvements project and authorized payment of the same. Item 9 is to accept the permanent sewer line easement and temporary construction easement from Frank and Ida Cooksey as recorded in the Rankin County Chancery Clerk's Office in Book 2022, page 27236-27240, with regard to the Grants Ferry Parkway project.
And right here, we're going to add, and to accept the two easements from Entergy and authorize the mayor to execute the same, okay?
Yes, as item 9A.
All right,
Item 10 is consideration to approve the Gould Enterprises invoices in the total amount of $44,545 in accordance with the professional services pricing for emergency repairs and authorized payment of the same. Item 11 is consideration to declare an emergency the electrical repairs at 307 West Government Street from Elcon Electric in the amount of $6,877.46 and authorized payment of the same. Item 12 is consideration to declare an emergency the repairs to the hospital water well from Griner Drilling Service Incorporated in the amount of $8,990.11 and authorized payment of the same.
All right, deep breath, Charles. Board, do you have any questions on any of those items?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Those two pay requests to Clear River Construction,
Yes.
is that the completion of downtown and this one, or is it both of those for the west side of Brandon?
Downtown had already been paid, so this is going to be for the west side. There's a good bit of cost involved in that bridge. And they are pretty much complete with most of the site work for the asphalt path that goes down along the frontage road.
And they are shooting for a completion date of before Thanksgiving, hopefully?
With the path itself, good weather ought to allow them to do that. Total job, I think it's going to be January of '23 before they're cleaned up and gone.
Have we thought anything about liquidated damages? I mean, has that come up?
Yes, it has. And they are outside of their time. So that'll have to be worked through at the end of the project with a summary change order.
Okay.
Great question. All right, other questions on those items 7 through 12 with 9A in there? All right, is there a motion to approve those items? Motion by Mr. Harry Williams, second Mr. Jerry Crane. All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you. All right, Charles.
Item 13 is consideration to declare an emergency the repairs at Morgan's Way Lift Station from Harvey Services in the amount of $9,046.57 and authorize payment of the same. Item 14 is consideration to approve the utility adjustments and utility denials pursuant to the memo. Item 15 is to request permission to hire Russell Fitzhugh as a water laborer 2 effective November 8, 2022, and set rate of pay pursuant to the memo. Item 16 is consideration to approve and accept the professional services rates for labor and equipment from Gould Enterprises. Item 17 is consideration to approve commodity bids pursuant to the memo as the lowest and best bids received effective November 8, 2022 through September 30, 2022. And item 18 is to request permission to purchase 2 Honda generators from Frederick Sales and Service as the lowest and best quotes received in the amount of $5,298 and authorized payment of the same.
Thank you, Charles. I believe Mr. Baker has a question.
on Gould, number 16, I notice at the bottom it says all materials required shall be furnished by the owner or paid at cost plus 10. There's no or paid, because this is a professional services. All materials have to be dropped by the city.
Yes.
So if there's something else, we got to go another way. It may be an emergency that you want to hire them for and tie it all together, but if it's just a call-up, professional service kind of thing.
Yeah, they do not provide any materials and have not provided any.
No, and I know,
Yeah.
but I just noticed that when I was reading
Yeah.
the proposal.
You good now? Okay. All right, Board, is there a motion to approve items 13 through 18? Motion by Mr. Jerry Crane, second by Mr. Luke Coker. Any questions on any of those? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you, Board. So Charles, don't walk off. You gonna turn it over to Randy, or you gonna handle community development?
No, I'm gonna take care of that.
He's trying to forget you again, Randy.
I'm trying. Hadn't gotten used to that yet. All right, are we ready for community development now?
Yes, sir.
All right. I have 3 items. Permission to take those together, Mayor?
Yes, sir. Please.
Item 1 is spread onto the minutes the cancellation of the Liz Pendens notice for 96 Summit Ridge Drive, parcel H9J-2-460 pursuant to the memo. Item 2 is consideration to approve the site plan and architectural for High Point Properties to build an office building located at 100 High Point Court. Item 3 is consideration to approve the site plan and architectural for Farm Bureau to demolish existing building and build a new office building located at 104 Lewis Wilson Drive.
Thank you, Charles. Is there a motion to approve those 3 items?
I have questions, actually.
Yeah, sure. Well, go ahead. You got a question on number?
Number 1, I guess I'll just address it to Randy.
That mic should be hot, Randy. You just want to stop right there.
Yes, sir.
Number 1, 96 Summit Ridge.
Yes, sir.
Where are we in that? I mean, have they gotten it clean? Is it pretty much ready to go? I mean,
The existing property owners were able to take over the property. They came in, they have cut all the shrubs, they've cleaned the backyard. The only thing left to do is the swimming pool. It's in the process of being drained. It was a saltwater pool, but they have put in new mulch, all the landscapes redone, all the trash has been gone, pine straw's been put in the landscaping beds. Everything is addressed with the exception of the swimming pool, which is being cleaned later this week.
okay.
In
All right.
effect, it's cleaned.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. What has happened, Sonali Investments has came in, they hired a demo contractor, they have cleaned the property of the single wide, the accessory buildings, 2 RVs removed, and the semi-tractor trailer. There's 2 motorcycles I understand may possibly have liens on them, and there's a small RV left in the back right corner that is yet to be removed. The company was supposed to have been in Friday and removed them, checking it today. They have not yet, and I've got to call into them now to find out what's going on and why those items have not been addressed yet.
All right, Board. So we have 3 items on community development. Motion by Mr. Harry Williams to approve, second by Mr. Jared Crane. Any comment or question? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you, Board.
Thank you, Board.
Chief Dearman. One second, Chief. All right. Go ahead, Chief. Good evening.
Mr. Mayor, I got 3 items, permission to take them together.
Yes, sir.
Item number 1, request permission to purchase 2 vehicles from Noah Daniels Auto Company in the amount of $54,670. Number 2, request permission to hire Shane Roberts as a part-time investigator effective November 3rd, 2022 at a set rate of pay pursuant to the memo. Item number 3, request permission to hire Aaron Dwight Connolly as a patrolman effective November 8, 2022 and set salary in accordance with the memo.
There we go. Got on y'all's agenda? There's addition. Here it is, right here. Okay. We were able to get him through trust care and a few other things over the weekend, get him hired. Board, you have that? Okay. You good, Mr. Baker? All right. Is there a motion to approve those 3 items? Motion by Ms. Sharon Womack. Second by Mr. Jared Crane. Any other comment or question on those? All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you, Board. and we will swear him in at the end, Chief. We'll get him in at the end here in just a minute.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'd like to take all four together, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to start with our monthly report. All weather sirens functioned properly this month. Proud to see that. Our EMS run reports they had 172 priority 1 calls with the average response time of 8 minutes and 29 seconds from Pafford EMS. Agenda item number 2, consider to approve the additional repairs to the ladder truck from Emergency Equipment Professionals in the amount of $4,699.52 and authorize the payment of the same pursuant to MCA 31-7-13. Item number 3, request permission to submit an application for the Rural Fire Truck Acquisition Assistance Program and authorize the mayor and the city clerk to execute all related documents. Item number 4, request permission to hire Brandon Galt and Dallin Owens as firefighters effective November 8th, 2022, and set rate paid pursuant to the memo.
Are those gentlemen here this evening?
Yes, sir, they are.
All right. Is there a motion to approve those 4 items? Motion by Ms. Sharon Womack. Second. Who said that? David Ferris. All right. Any other question, comment?
I have a question, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever get this is back on something we approved a while back?
Yes, sir.
The repair of the fire truck, did you ever talk to them about what kind of warranty we were gonna get for?
Yes, sir. I did talk to them about that. It's broke down in different areas because most different styles of work. I will send you an email tomorrow and update everything. We'll get all of it. I'll email it to all of y'all.
So the question, audience, was, is there a warranty on repair work done on a fire truck that was involved in a wreck? And there are different points of warranty that go along with that repair work, or was where that was coming from. And yes, there is. And we need to get a detail for the next board meeting of what that breakout is, please.
Yes, sir. I sure will.
What's the timeline on that?
Pretty soon. The trucks should be heading to paint tomorrow, I do believe.
So 2 weeks, we may have it back home?
Well, the tank, I think they're still waiting on the tank to get here.
Okay. All right. So 4 items. Got a motion and a second. Any further questions? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you, board. Now, executive session. Is there need a motion to retire to determine the need of being in executive session? And yes, I know the Saints are playing tonight, but you got work to do. You got work to do. Was that a motion and a second? You got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Jared Crane, Sharon Womack. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have, I know most of the audience is here. We kind of like you to stick around for these swearing-ins because it's a very important moment in time for these young people today. And we invite you, anybody in the room with a camera would like to come up here and get a picture, please feel free to come up here. These board members will take care of you and make you feel at home up here. So we invite you to come up and we will begin to swear in a few people, beginning with Chief Pack. Well, it was very hot earlier. It was very hot in here a while ago. They cut the air on.
on the other side of Florida. It looks like it's gonna go across Florida and then turn and go right back up the east coast. Yeah, Nicole.
I didn't get the motion.
Let's go, Saints playing.
Who made the motion and second to go in?
All right. We back online, Andrew?
I got
Are
it.
we online? All right, so we're on, Mark. Mark, you want to say anything?
There were no votes taken in executive session, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Need a motion to adjourn? Motion from Sharon, second by Jared. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you.